He said he'd leave her. I believed him. I really did. My name is Sarah. I'm 32 years old, and for 2 years I was the other woman. Not a label I ever imagined for myself, especially not when I thought I was falling in love. He was John, a charming, charismatic executive I met at a conference. He swept me off my feet with grand gestures and promises of a future together, a future that always included him leaving his wife. We had a secret apartment, weekends away, a whole life built on hushed phone calls and stolen moments. We met at an industry event. I was a junior marketing manager, trying to make a name for myself. He was the keynote speaker, all confidence and sharp suits. We started talking about work, then life, and before I knew it, our conversation stretched late into the night. He told me his marriage was a loveless arrangement, a business partnership, practically over. "We're just co-parenting at this point," he'd say, his eyes holding mine with a sadness that felt so genuine. He showed me photos of his kids, talked about his dreams, and always ended with a longing look. If only things were different. I fell for it. I fell for him. The first sign something was wrong wasn't a big, dramatic reveal. It was a Tuesday evening, a few months into our affair. We were at our usual restaurant, tucked away in a dimly lit corner. He got a text, and his phone buzzed. He usually kept it face down, or he'd openly read and reply if it was work. This time he flinched, flipped it over quickly, and muttered something about a boring company update. But his jaw was tight, and he avoided my gaze for the rest of the meal. A tiny crack appeared in my perfect illusion of our clandestine romance. I told myself it was nothing, just stress. He was under a lot of pressure at work. The situation intensified a few weeks later. He canceled our Saturday plans last minute. "Family emergency," he texted, vague and uncharacteristic. Then, a friend from work mentioned seeing John at a local park, laughing with his wife and kids, ice cream cones in hand. They looked like the picture-perfect family. My stomach dropped. I confronted him, my voice shaking as I recounted what my friend had seen. He bristled. "Are you spying on me, Sarah? It was my son's birthday, I had to be there." He turned it around on me, making me feel paranoid and unreasonable. I wanted to believe him, wanted to believe his fabricated narrative of a duty-bound husband trapped in a dying marriage. But I wasn't ready for what I discovered next. The big reveal happened on a rainy Thursday night. We were at our apartment. He was showering, and his phone, usually locked and glued to his side, was on the coffee table, buzzing with a notification. It was from home. Curiosity, or perhaps a deep-seated dread, compelled me. I picked it up. The message read, "John, don't forget we have dinner with my parents on Sunday. Call me when you're out of the shower. Love you." Love you. Not a business partnership. Not a co-parenting agreement. A simple, affectionate love you from his wife. My breath caught in my throat. My world shattered in that moment. I stumbled back, phone still clutched in my hand, numb. He walked out of the bathroom, a towel around his waist, humming a tune. He saw my face, saw the phone, and his eyes went wide. "Sarah, what are you doing?" he demanded, snatching the phone from me. "What does it look like, John? It looks like your wife loves you. It looks like you're a liar." My voice was a raw whisper, barely audible. He tried to deny it, to explain it away, but the words were hollow. "It's complicated, Sarah. She's always been manipulative. That love you means nothing." His excuses were pathetic, desperate. The man I loved, the man who had promised me a future, was a stranger. In the hours and days that followed, a crushing realization dawned on me. I wasn't his confidant. I was his secret. I wasn't the future. I was the escape. The conversations were agonizing. He pleaded, he begged, he tried to spin new lies. "Give me more time. I'll tell her. I promise this time." But the trust was gone, replaced by a cold, hard anger. My friends, who had cautiously warned me, now rallied around me. My mother cried on the phone, telling me I deserved so much more. I had to make the hardest decision of my life, a decision I should have made long ago. I cut him out completely. Blocked his number, blocked his emails, changed the locks on our apartment, and moved out. It was messy, it was painful, and it felt like a grief I hadn't anticipated. Weeks turned into months. I focused on work, on my friends, on rebuilding the parts of myself that had been so tangled up in his lies. I'm not saying it's easy. Some days the bitterness creeps in, the anger at myself for being so naive, but I'm stronger now. I learned that a promise means nothing if the actions don't back it up. I learned that I deserve a love that isn't hidden, a relationship built on truth, not deceit. To anyone out there caught in a similar situation, please, listen to your gut. Don't let someone else's broken promises break you. Your worth is not defined by someone else's inability to be honest. Choose yourself, always.